From the beginning, you could sense how much it was at stake. Every duel, every action, it was full gas, and not much football, very short sequences of play. And yeah, with the 10 men, obviously we expected a different game. We planned it. We went through in the second half, and straight away, after the first kick, they get a free kick, a wide free kick from their corner, and they score. And emotionally, it becomes a very tricky game to play.
The TV replays showed that the tackle was high for the red card. You agree?
Yeah, I think it's a red card. I think 11v11, we were in control, we create chances, and we were probably doing better than them. Then the red card changed a little bit the dynamic of the game, but even with that, I think the way the player, they dealt with that has been outstanding.
Lately, I've been playing as a striker, and I'm trying to move in the right areas so my teammates can find me. And today they did, so really happy for that. I try to take information from every game, every action, even striker that I see on the TV. So that helps me.
And you yourself seem to be getting game sharper, game by game.
Yeah, I think that comes with playing consistently, playing at a high level week in, week out. It's something I didn't do for a long period, and I've got a good streak together, and I'm happy to be on the pitch.
And you like playing in that midfield role?
I like playing full stop.
Well, playing in that midfield role, Micah, how important was he in sort of stopping Arsenal?
It was sensational. I think Maresca with a tactical plan was definitely there, but James was just outstanding in this formation, in that midfield area. So this is him on the ball. So what we do know is, in that midfield, Arsenal like to go man-to-man, and the same for Chelsea as well. But what James was doing, because Rice was marking him, was pulling him all the way out. He didn't know to go to Caicedo or to James. So now James pulled him out, and now it allows Gusto to go in midfield. And that's what's so good about James. Whether he's playing right back, centre mid, he has an effect on the game. Okay, they go forward, they break the lines, and then Esteban, he should do better here. So firstly, we've gone with on the ball. This is now him pressing. So I just want to hold it here. James and Rice, normally, and you see Enzo and Zubamendi. But hold it there. But normally you would have James a little bit further on. But this time, he's the furthest forward in this position. He goes there, it goes to one, it goes to the other, and now he goes because he knows he's got the protection behind him. A better pass, they're in, Arsenal get numbers back. He was instrumental in the game, exactly what they're doing. But this is my favourite one here. Right, just hold it here. He sees where Rice is. He wants to press him. And as we roll it on slowly here now, he's absolutely perfect midfield play. Watch now. He stops. He looks behind him. He knows exactly that he's covered behind him. Then he decides to go to Calafiori and get the ball because he knows he's got a chance to win it. It's all about percentages, when you're supposed to go, when you're supposed to drop off. And for a right back playing in midfield, it's just sensational to watch. And then down to 10 men, 1 and 2 touch. Can you see a pass? We know he's got that. We've been waxing lyrical about it for years, doing all this sort of stuff. Absolutely perfect. And then, yeah, he's in a position where he wants to receive the ball. Again, Chelsea with 10 men, causing Arsenal problems. And then who gets the corner for Chalobah? Goal there. We know his delivery is so good. And for someone to have that ability to go from right back to centre midfield, but have that effect on a game. Sensational.
Yeah, and not just then about stopping Arsenal, it was about creating for Chelsea as well in that game. And it was a hard-fought derby. Mikel Arteta talked about it there, without ever really spilling over, apart from the Caicedo red card. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, you can't. There's no argument. It's high, and he's endangering an opponent, and he's late, and eventually they get to the right decision, but it's a bad tackle. You can see how high it is here. There, it's no argument at all. Clear red card, Micah?
Yes, I did. I didn't when I watched it earlier on in real time. I didn't think it was, but as I watched it on and that angle there, it's certainly a red card.
Yeah, even though Caicedo himself looks slightly startled to be receiving it. But yeah, it was given as a yellow on the field and then overturned when he went to have a look at it. We talked about Chelsea stopping Arsenal from open play. They were also effective in stopping them from corners as well.
I just think they were excellent all over the field. I mean, we know what Arsenal can do and what they try to do. But here you got Enzo here, blocking the run. Again, James there, no entry. João Pedro's not even looking at the ball. And then Cucurella, no entry. Goalkeeper comes and punches it clear. How many times have we seen that before with Arsenal? Pedro's not looking at the ball. He's just looking for the runner. Goalkeeper's got a free punch again. This is not what Arsenal normally do. Normally they're so organised. But this was the perfect one. Brave, 10 men, 3 up against 3. They said, no problem. We'll leave Madueke at the edge of the box. We'll defend what we need to defend. And the goalkeeper catches it. Easy. And, I mean, that was the lowest set-piece expected goals this season because Chelsea defended so well. Yeah. But they're missing Gabriel and Saliba.
Yeah, and taking that into account, missing their 2 centre-halves or their 2 first-choice centre-halves, taking into account the week that Arsenal have had, has it been a good week or is this kind of set them back in any way, do you think?
No, I think when you're up against 10 men for that amount of time, I guess there'd be a little bit of disappointment, but I think when you look at the overall big picture, the week they've had, beating Tottenham very impressively, beating Bayern very impressively, and going there today, being 1-0 down, I know they're against 10 men and they're missing their 2 main centre-halves, coming away with a point, I think that's a very, very good week.
Yeah, still keep that gap.
Teams share the points. Who does this result benefit more?
I actually think it benefits Arsenal more than it does Chelsea. Chelsea trying to get back into a title race. Arsenal trying to stay top of the table and potentially push themselves with another advantage away from the other teams who are chasing them. Great derby, fantastic tempo to the game. I thought the red card could have ruined the game. Caicedo, I'm not sure quite what he was thinking there. Sloppy challenge. Ridiculous red card probably to pick up there. But the actual battle in midfield was one that I really enjoyed watching. And then it was end-to-end action. I thought Arsenal created some really good chances, but the stats simply don't lie. And actually, if you break the stats down even more so, in that second period, Chelsea had 3 shots on target compared to Arsenal's shot on target, 2 shots on target, which is like crazy to consider they were a player down.
Right.
So for me, it was an outstanding performance from both teams. 1-1 was...